In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the Weka data mining software to split the dataset using the 80-20 split ratio. And so without further ado, we're starting right now.
So the first thing that you want to do is head over to the GitHub of the data professor, and you want to click on the data. And so today we're going to be using the HCV ARFF file, and here we're going to use the classification one. And in the previous video, I've shown you how you could prepare this file and also this file from the descriptor values that we have computed from the paddle descriptor software. But nevertheless, if you haven't followed that video, check out the links in the description of the video. And also, you could follow along by clicking on the HCV classification ARFF. And so we're going to take this file, ARFF file, which is comprising of the full data set. And then we're going to be splitting it into two segments using a split ratio of 80-20. And so the first segment will be used for the model building, and it's going to be the training set. And then the remainder of 80% will be used as the testing set. Okay, so let's download this file. Right click on the download and then save link as. Save it. And then you could save it onto the desktop, but because I already have it, I'll just use the one I have. All right, and then we're going to fire up the Weka software and then head over to the Explorer. Okay, so click on Open File, and because the file is on the desktop, we're going to go to the desktop here and then fire up the ARFF file. And notice here that there are a total of 578 rows or instances, or the number of compounds. Click on Choose under Filter, and then drill down the filters, and then drill down to Unsupervised. And you have two options here, Attribute and Instance. Because we want to be removing a percentage of the data set to be used as the training and the testing set, we're going to go with the instance. And then it will give you a lot of other options that you could do with the instance of the data set. And so here we're going to be removing a percentage of it. And before doing that, you could also randomize your data set. Yeah, so why don't we do that? Let's randomize the data set. And the seed number is set at default to be 42. And so the advantage of setting a seed number is that it will allow us to derive at the same solution every time that we run it using the same seed number. And so here we're going to have the seed at 42, which is the default, and then click on Apply. And so it's going to be reshuffling the data set. And now we're going to go back to Choose, and then we're going to click on the Remove Percentage. And so the default will be 50, so double click on this area here. And so we're going to set it to be 20. Click on OK. And so 20 here means that we're going to be removing 20% of the data set. And so let's take a look here. After we click on Apply, 578 should be 20% less. All right, and now it's reduced to 462. And so now we have the training set. Okay, so 462 is the 80% subset. So we're going to save this file. So click on Save button here. And then we're going to add to the name, we're going to create a new file. We're going to call it training. Save it. And then we're going to undo. Okay. And then we're going to double click on it again. And now we're going to have invert selection to be true. And then apply it. And now we have 80% removed. So it's the inverted selection. And so now we have the testing set. And so we're going to save this. So click on the Save button, and then we're going to call it testing. Okay, and there you have it, the training set and the testing set. And so the training set will comprise of 80%, and the testing set will comprise of 20%. right, and so let's open up the training set. And so we could use this as the training set for the model building. So in prior videos, I've been using the full dataset as training. So actually, theoretically, that's not correct because I'm just using the entire dataset, the full dataset. And so what you need to do is split the data as mentioned in this video. And then we're going to load up the training dataset. And then we're going to use the training data set here, the 80% subset, as the training set. Okay. And so let's try it. Now go to trees. Let's build a random forest model. Okay, and so this is the performance on the training set. And now let's say that we want to use this training model to test on the testing set. So you want to click on the supplied test set. And then click on the set button, open file, select the HCV classification testing. Okay, and then the default of class is class, that's correct. And now you want to click on close and click on start. All right, and now you see that there are 116 data samples in the testing set. And so this is the performance on the testing set. And as for the cross-validation, it's going to be using the 80% subsets or the training set here to be used for the tenfold cross-validation. Okay, and so this is the performance for the tenfold cross-validation. And make note here, as I mentioned before, that we have already performed the set seed to be at 42, which is the default. And so what that essentially will do is it will kind of reshuffle the data set and it will set the data set to a particular shuffling. And so that the next time around when you're using the same seed number, it's going to be shuffling in the same manner. And therefore, the data samples that would be split into the 80% and 20% will be the same every time that you run it using the same seed number. All right, and congratulations. You have now successfully split your data set into 80-20. And so feel free to modify the split ratio to other ratio like 70-30, but the one that I like to use is the 80-20. And I think it's quite popular, and so we're using it in this video.
If you're finding value in this video, please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't yet done so, hit on the notification bell in order to be notified of the next video. And as always, the best way to learn data science is to do data science. And please enjoy the journey. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next one. But in the meantime, please check out these videos.